Yeah, hi, so I'm Ben. I'm a front-end developer here. I work on a shared UI library team that pretty much all of the Atlassian products use. So we build React components these days. Speak up? Okay, there we go. Work on a shared UI library that the products use. It's React. And as we were building it, we found that when people wanted to report bugs and things like that, it was often useful for them to produce a static example, just with the component directly pulled down from NPM. But because a lot of our components, our React components, have a lot of dependencies in them, sites and services like unpackaged.com, that kind of stuff. Because they don't include dependencies, we couldn't create static examples. So during one of our innovation weeks, which we do every now and then, I decided to have a crack at building this. So basically, I'll run you through an example of what it does. So imagine you've got any React component really with dependencies. So like, for example, there's this one React loader. It's basically just a spinner. Looks like this, but it spins. So you fire up your editor, create a just static HTML page with a couple of unpackaged.com URLs. I don't know if everyone can see that, but basically you got React, React DOM, and then whatever your actual React component is, and then you just render it in the DOM. So this is coming from unpackaged, and with this, because there's dependencies, it doesn't work. So what we need is a static bundle with React, React DOM, and whatever other packages you want to come back from a script tag and then basically just do the exact same thing. So all that's changed here is we've changed the script tag, and then there's just a tiny change to pulling the variables out from what the script returns, but that's basically, you can ignore that. And in this case it works. And I'll just show you a demo. It's running on Lambda, so nothing's going to go wrong. So yeah, this is the site. I'll zoom it in a bit. Sorry, I'll just try and. So basically, you've got thanks. So you've got this URL here, packagezip.com. That's kind of the name we've gone with for now, but we might change it. We'll just see the red tape we've got to go through. But basically, you pass your. I'll zoom in up here. So in the URL, you basically just pass whatever packages you want. So probably didn't see there, but if we go React, just plain React, it does the Semver expansions. This might actually take a while, but what it's doing behind the scenes is it's getting that package that you've asked for. Oh, actually, first it expands that Semver version, so we could have gone like 16.x or something like that, and it will expand it. Okay, that hasn't worked, but I'll fix that. But basically it expands the versions and then goes and does a yarn install for all of them. And it was actually really lucky that yarn came out when it did, because initially when I started building it, it was just NPM and it wouldn't have been, it wouldn't have worked. But basically it wouldn't have been fast enough. But what this does is it just basically spits out the packages you asked for. They end up on window under this package zip namespace, so just so you don't clash with anything, and then you can grab those. So you can do all the Semver ranges and stuff apart from apparently .x. So I'll just switch back to here. Something's gone then. Oh, yep. There we go. Yep. Okay, thanks. So behind the scenes, basically what's going on is, expands the versions, runs a yarn install, and then runs it through Webpack. And basically the big difference here between other services like unpackaged.com or even Webpack bin, I guess Webpack bin does it, but it sometimes doesn't include. It would include all the dependencies, but it treats globals differently, I think. So this is just basically just a full dependency tree, and it just exposes everything on the window object. So then you can just statically use your packages in any kind of example. So we're using this for the project I work on, for people reporting bugs. So goes through Webpack, just really simple configuration, and then it's all running on Lambda. So we didn't have to set up a server or anything. It's just if people start using this, then it's just going to scale, and we don't have to really look after it too much compared to if we had like a big server just sitting there. So in summary, just feel free to use this. It's we've just launched it internally just for our team, but it's on the web so people can use it if they feel like it. Feel free to tweet me if you've got any feedback. And yeah, the name could change, but we'll redirect it. We're going to open source it soon. It's using Yarn and Webpack and things like that. There are a few interesting things we run into with Yarn running on AWS Lambda. Just stuff like when Yarn installs, it assumes the cache directory in the home directory, and AWS Lambda has that locked off. It's not writable, so we had to fork Yarn just temporarily until that kind of stuff is. It's like a one-line change for the fork, but yeah. Yeah, so yeah, feel free to use it and yeah, get in touch. And I've got down here, I know I said don't, like unpackage can't be used in these cases where you want dependencies, but that wasn't meant to be me bagging on unpackage and things like that. I reckon it's an awesome tool and you should definitely use it where you can, because it's actually faster. It's just a CDN in front of the NPM registry, so definitely use it. But if you do need dependencies for this kind of thing, then feel free to give this a go. Thank you.